Hey everyone. Sorry, I'm adjusting some things really quick. Say hello when you hop on, and if you see me moving my hair and see the redness under my arms, I apologize. I can't get off. So you guys, I'm going to let a few more people hop on, and then we're going to start talking about what was just released today. Hey, hey, hey.
Are you on live?
Yeah.
Well, I got to put groceries up.
I thought you were going to come through the front door.
Well,
No?
I didn't think about putting all the groceries up.
Hey, sis. I literally just went on. So,
Well, I'll just be bringing groceries.
that's fine. That's fine. Let me talk to. That's okay.
She literally. Can I tell you about something?
I literally just went live.
Just tell them hey.
Hold on just a second, you guys.
Okay.
I need to just go offline.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I was just gonna tell you about something real quick.
Probably that don't really know me. That may not even know me, but just hopped on because of the title, and I know there's some
All right.
so I just don't put that kind of thing on. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Literally, as soon as I went live, my husband come back from the store, so probably should have texted him to make sure he wasn't about to walk in as soon as I went live. So, you guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you don't mind. Okay, now, it looks like, according to the Ashley, that Amber is not fired and she is actually recording right now. That they're actually filming right now for next season. This article just was released, and I just want to say that I actually did a video saying that she would be fired according to sources. It looks like those sources were wrong or they changed their mind. I don't know. Babe, I don't know if that truck is really loud for the... Can you turn it off, please? Thank you. So, you know, it was... Two sources did come out, and allegedly one of these sources was connected to Viacom somehow, and they come out to another commentator saying, hey, we know that she's going to be fired. So I thought it was believable. I thought, okay, she's going to be fired. She has to be fired. How can they continue allowing her to work for the network after what she's done? But the Ashley just released an article 9 minutes ago. And one of my subscribers, thank you so much, sent it to me. And I read over it real quick, and I'm going to read it to you guys, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and apologize for putting a video out saying that she would be fired when apparently the info was incorrect. But do not hate me. I'm just the messenger. I report news all the time that we get from sources, and sometimes I guess those sources can be wrong. So don't hate anyone that did report that it was coming, because we were told that it was coming. So this is what the Ashley is reporting. It says exclusive. MTV did not fire Amber Portwood. Amber Portwood resumes filming for the next season of Teen Mom OG. Get the latest details. Yeah, I was basically reporting what sources said. And keep in mind, 99.9% of stories that are out there by YouTube commentators, by TMZ, it comes from sources. A lot of times it doesn't come directly from a source. Like a lot of times, you know, you don't have Amber Portwood calling, you know, TMZ telling what she done. You have sources connected to Amber telling what she done. And that's where they get their information. 9 times out of 10, it's not from MTV, it's not from Viacom, and it's not from a direct person involved or the actual person involved, but it's from someone, you know, that knows the information, that will leak it to someone, to a news source, to a YouTube commentator, to a newspaper, and that's how this information gets out. So don't hate the messenger for bringing the information out for what we thought was true information. So, I agree, sugar is sweet, but that's, you know, those were what we thought were facts, because we were actually told that it was like for sure, a for sure thing. Okay, this is what it says. Despite the reports that Amber Portwood had been fired or will be fired from her job on Teen Mom OG, thanks to the 3 disturbing audio clips released over the past 2 weeks. The Ashley can confirm that Amber has not been fired, and it doesn't appear that MTV will be giving her the boot anytime soon. The Ashley can also confirm that an MTV film crew was in Amber's neck of the woods around Tuesday of this week filming Amber and Company. Amber and Co. I don't know if that's company or yeah, I guess that's what it would stand for. Amber is 100% filmed for the new season, the Ashley's production source tells her. She has not been fired from MTV. The producers plan to film with Amber throughout her court trial for domestic battery charges. Whatever happens there will obviously dictate if she remains on the show or not. As Ashley told you, the show's top executive producers held a conference call over the first audio after the first audio was released. However, the executives basically decided against releasing a statement about the audio clips. So MTV and Viacom's top executives have decided they will not release a statement in regards to the leaked audios. I don't see how they can just ignore it. I don't see how they can just ignore it. Oh, thank you, Mama. This smells so good. I don't think... Nicole, that was reported. It was reported that her lawyers told her to stop filming. So I don't know if she's under contract to film. Maybe the lawyers can't stop her without going through, like, I don't know. You know, if she's in a contract, then I guess maybe she has to do it, even if her lawyer advises her against it. They would have to take her to court, or I don't know. So I'm going to continue on with what it says. The show wants to... They want to show her redemption story. This is what the Ashley... And keep in mind, you guys, the Ashley has a inside source as well. That's where the Ashley gets her information from. Luckily, the Ashley sources seem to be right all the time. So when people say, like, don't trust sources, that's where all news comes from. All news comes from sources. So it's kind of hard as a YouTube commentator not to trust sources, because we wouldn't have any info if the Ashley is a source for me. So if I wasn't going to use sources, I would not ever get any information and couldn't do YouTube videos. So, yes, it says they want to show her redemption story. Also, it's not just the producers who make the call whether or not to fire someone. It has to come from the network, the source says, adding that not all the producers and crew are in agreement that Amber should get to keep her job. Some of us are uncomfortable working with her after what we heard on the audio clips, the source said, adding that the crew is no longer in Indiana. While the sources were vague about what Amber filmed about, the Ashley can confirm that the topic of Andrew was discussed and that the general gist was how Andrew is very different from how he was portrayed on the show so far. As the Ashley told you earlier this month, MTV attempted to get Andrew to film via an ambush phone call that was being recorded for the show, but he has declined so far. Whether or not he will change his mind and film is obviously unknown, but at this time, he has not filmed at all and has turned down their offers so far, which is awesome because it was also reported that he could be forced to film. So it was also said, I'm kind of starting to figure some of those things out from what you just posted. So from now on, I'm kind of sticking to what, like, the Ashley is saying, and not that I don't, not that, just to be on the safe side. That way, if it's wrong, I can always say, hey, the Ashley said it. You know what I'm saying? So it was said by a source with the Ashley that I do believe that's where the story come from, was that he may be forced to film because of his contract. Now, he may be able to get out of his contract due to the fact that he was abused during his job, so-called. You know, if his life was in danger. Thank you so much. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's good. Okay. So if his life was in danger, if he was being abused, then that may be reason for him to say, look, I cannot fulfill my obligation to film anymore because it's not safe for myself. Because it was being said that he could be forced to be a part of the show. So I think it's awesome that he's refusing to film. The only thing now is if he refuses to film and they continue to film Amber, they are going to spin this whole ordeal, in my personal opinion, I think they're going to spin this whole ordeal as a redemption story for her, and that he may be like the big bad wolf. And I hope that's not what happens. So let's see if there's anything else here. From what the Ashley hears, Amber's ex, Gary Shirley, has also filmed for the upcoming season. It is not known whether or not he filmed on his own or with Amber. The Ashley will update the story with more information available. Stay tuned. To get caught up on the recent Amber and Andrew audio tapes, click here. So, you're cutting onions? So, you guys, oh my goodness. So the Ashley said it right here. According to her sources, Amber was filming just last week. It was candy. She had candy on her hand and was like trying to get me to lick it off. So you guys, I just want to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about this? Finding out now that Andrew is refusing to film. They ambushed him with a phone call, which we did know that. And they called him and basically got him on the phone and then said, whatever you say is going to be used for the show. And now they are filming Amber. What do you guys think about that? Are y'all going to boycott the show? Like, what do y'all think? I will give it a minute and I'll read the Ashley again, just for people that come in late. Well, I'm not going to boycott them. Don't judge me. Samantha, there's a lot of shows on MTV that I'm a fan of. That it would be hard, but I don't want anyone to think that I would condone or be okay with it. So it's kind of like, where do you where do you draw this line? Like, okay, as a fan of the show and as someone that cannot condone this behavior, like, what do you do? What do you do in this situation? There is more to the show than Amber, but apparently the executives must not think so. It's like a train wreck. Hard to look away. I'm blown away. I thought myself that there was absolutely positively no way that they could not fire her. You know, I was just like, they have to fire her. You can't sit around. I mean, on the last audio, she literally was like, yes, I hit you. And yes, I hit Gary because he had a fat mouth. And I'll do it again. There's more to come. I mean, they've been also on Twitter, I've noticed that they've been sharing clips of Amber from like from 16 and pregnant and like the first Teen Mom shows where she was like abusive to Gary. And I just seen one yesterday where like Gary was laying on the bed and they were like talking and he did not yell at her, but she got up and like pretended like she was going to hit him. She was like, oh, she was like, don't effing yell at me in my house. And I was like, he didn't yell at her. What is she even talking about? Like half the time the things that come out of her mouth, like, don't talk to me that way. Shut up. Like the guys aren't even talking to her any type of way. They ain't even really saying anything. But yet I don't know. It's so like, I'm blown away, you guys. Leslie, I agree. Leslie. That, I mean, if they continue, if MTV and Viacom continue allowing Amber to be filmed and giving her this platform and not demanding that she take time off, go get help, and not worry about being in the spotlight, then we may end up seeing something way worse than what we've seen already. That's the thing right there. I'm glad you said that, Samantha. Right there. This story is money, you guys. This story is money, 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 money. The show, as much as, you know, people say, oh, I'm boycotting, there's going to be just as many people wanting to watch Amber going to court. wanting to see what happened in the aftermath of her getting arrested. So they know that even though people may, I'm sorry, a love bug got in here. So even though so many people saying they're going to boycott it, there's going to be a lot of people watching and tuning in. Maybe some people that normally wouldn't have watched it, but because of all the drama surrounding it, they're going to tune in to watch. So they are just thinking about the money aspect. The ratings have gone down, and I wonder if they think this can make them go back up. Because here's the thing. Anybody that's reporting on this has been getting a lot of traction. Or more traction than normal. You get what I'm saying? Even me as a YouTuber. When I started reporting on this situation, I started getting more views. Even though people don't condone it and they don't want to be supportive of what Amber done, people are interested in finding out what's going on. Like that's just how it is. I'm interested in finding out what's going on. You know, we all are. So as much as like we don't want to condone or be supportive, or even appear to be supportive or condone anything that's going on with Amber, you know, we watch it because we want to know what's going on. Tina, I agree. I hate how she bragged about how she was going to blow him out of the water. He would never work in this industry, but yet she would go on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now look at this. She's going to go on to make, I think she makes like $600,000 a season or something like that. So here she is. She's filming. So she's going to make her another big old paycheck while Andrew isn't filming. He's not. And he's stuck in Indiana. He can't even go back to California and do what he does do. The job that he had. He can't go do that because he has to stay in Indiana. So he has been screwed every way possible. Yes, absolutely. I would absolutely file for child support. And, you know, I hate when I see people, it just bothers me when I see people say, oh, he knocked her up for the money. Well, he had money himself and lived a life like where he didn't have to worry about kids. He didn't have to worry about a spouse. He could do what he wanted, go where he wanted. He got to work with on these productions for these shows. Like, why get tied down with someone that has all these issues just for a baby, just for money, when he already had money? It doesn't even make sense. And then to try, you know, to turn around and put it out there to everything that she done, where she could have possibly lost her job. Well, if she would have lost her job, he wouldn't have even been getting this big child support check everybody was talking about. But she rightfully owes him child support. So I hope people don't like attack him for getting child support. I do too, Lone Star Indy. It's sad that the victim is now being pushed off into a corner. Like he feels like I can't. Oh, thank you. He feels like I can't film because I don't know how they're going to make me out to be on the show. It's clear they have her back. It's clear they're on her side. You know, maybe if he felt like they were neutral, maybe if he felt like they did have his back, maybe he would come back and film. But, and this is the thing, how many redemption stories do we need from Amber? She's already had one. When she come out of jail, like that was her redemption story. Like, oh, here she is out of jail. She put herself in jail and then here she is doing so great. Come to find out, she's been doing the same thing. Oh, like, she beat up Matt. You know, I mean, when is Amber's court date for attacking Andrew? I think they go to court in early October for the custody. And then it's later on in October that they go for the situation with Andrew. She's been a closet addict. Well, she's been in the closet because she didn't want those cameras to catch her popping those pills and smoking it. Yes, anyone that is trying to figure out what's going on, I'm going to go ahead and read the article again. So, according to the Ashley Reality Roundup, who normally is spot on with their information, I've been a big fan of the Ashley for a while. Before I started doing YouTube, anytime I wanted to know anything about Teen Mom News, I went to the Ashley. So, the Ashley just released an article about 15 minutes ago, maybe. And this, I'm going to read it to you guys. So, it says exclusive. MTV did not fire Amber Portwood. Amber Portwood resumes filming her for next season of Teen Mom OG. Get the latest details. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Now, this is what the article says. Despite all the rumors that Amber Portwood has been or will be fired from her job on Teen Mom OG, thanks to the 3 disturbing audio clips released over the past 2 weeks, the Ashley can confirm that Amber has not been fired, and it doesn't appear that MTV will be giving her the boot anytime soon. The Ashley can also confirm that a MTV film crew was in Amber's neck of the woods around Tuesday of this week, filming Amber. Amber has 100% filmed for the new season. The Ashley production source tells her she has not been fired by MTV. The producers plan on filming with Amber through her court trial for the domestic battery charges. Whatever happens there will obviously dictate if she remains on the show or not. As the Ashley told you, the show's top executives held a conference call after the first audio was released. However, the executives basically decided against releasing a statement about the audio clips. They want to show her redemption story. Also, it's not just the producers who make the call on whether or not to fire someone. It has to come down from the network, the source said, adding that not all the producers and crew are in agreement that Amber should keep her job. Some of us are uncomfortable working with her after what we heard on the audio clips, the source said, adding that the crew is no longer in Indiana. While the source was vague about what Amber filmed about, the Ashley can confirm that the topic of Andrew was discussed and that the general gist was how Andrew is very different from how he was portrayed on the show so far. I wonder what that means. Like different in a good way, different in a bad way. Oh, thank you, Hick. Yup, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Thank you so much. It goes on to say, as the Ashley told you earlier this month, MTV attempted to get Andrew to film via an ambush phone call that was being recorded for the show, but he has declined so far. Whether or not he will change his mind and film is obviously unknown, but at this time, he has not filmed at all and has turned down their offer so far. From what the Ashley hears, Amber's ex, Gary Shirley, has also filmed for the upcoming season. It is not known whether or not he filmed on his own or with Amber. The Ashley will update the story with more information. When more information is available, stay tuned. So, let me go grab a device real quick because to see if I got a message from someone that I'm hoping may have messaged me. Hold on. Yeah, we're not trying to pit me and Katie against each other, nobody. Can you text my, hold on. My mama is steadily blowing my phone up, and she knows, Lordy. Sorry, you guys. If it goes out, my mom literally will blow up my phone until I answer. So, thank you for the super chat. Unfortunately, I missed who sent it. Because my mom was calling. Mama, why aren't you watching my my live? You're supposed to be a fan, Mama. My biggest fan. Hop on here and watch. Hey, Sarah Andrews. Yes. I am honestly blown away by it, you guys. I figured that I honestly figured that they would fire her. Oh, thank you so much, Samantha Miley. Thank you to the super chats, you guys. I really appreciate them. They really help on my channel. Taylor said, just want to support you and all the work that you put into making, editing, and uploading your videos, and for being a wonderful, hardworking wife and mama to your family. Keep it up, girl. Thank you so much, Taylor. That means so much to me, you guys. Hey, Reaper. So this is what MTV just drunk right now. MTV's drunk right now. Heather, the super chats is when people donate to my channel. They just send me like whatever they want to send me to donate to the channel. So, Abby Moore said they've been drunk for 10 years. You guys, I mean, I'm honestly blown away by it. I would not believe that they would not fire her. I'm blown away by it. It doesn't even make any sense. I did reach back out to Andrew. I don't really know what's going on with that. I was talking to Andrew Good. He just kind of, I don't know. This is a lot for him. So that may be why, you know, he's probably got people reaching out to him from every which way. Can you throw your hair back, please? Download the camera lens. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, the camera lens. I'm sorry if my hair is bothering someone. Are they still going to film Andrew? Andrew is refusing to film. Now, here's the thing. From what I have seen is that MTV could actually force him to film because he's in contract. However, he could possibly get out of that because he's been put in danger while filming. So, I tell you, people, I swear. Sorry, you guys. I thought I heard someone pulling into the house. Anyways, wow, I probably just threw myself all in front of... Yeah, you guys, The Masked Singer will be coming on soon, and I think we're going to cover that. I don't know how I feel about Teen Mom anymore. I don't really feel like... I figured that out. I didn't know that at first. Thank you guys for telling me. He's refusing to film, and I can't say I blame him because who knows how MTV would spin his story. I would not trust MTV at all if I was him, due to the fact that they knew about the abuse and they're pretending that they didn't. They're pretending they didn't know. Like, oh, well, we just figured out how bad it was when we heard these recordings. Well, that's a lie. He knows it's a lie. And now to see the way they are kissing Amber's butt, you know, I couldn't trust them if I was him. So I wouldn't want to film either. The only thing is now is how does he tell his story? You know what I'm saying? How does he continue to tell his story? Because I can guarantee you what's going to happen is when Amber gets back in front of the camera, she's going to be the Amber that the people fell in love with years ago. You know, she's going to be that nice one, I've changed, I know I was wrong, you know, I'm going to change, I will change, I have changed, I love my family, I love this, I love, you know, yeah, there's no way she can deny, I don't know, because a lot of people is like, oh, he pushed her buttons, he pushed her buttons. I'm sorry, but there's no button of mine that you could push that will get me acting that out of character, especially around my kids, even more so around my kids. So I feel like when we get to see her on the show, we're going to hear a lot of blah, 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 to try to convince us, just like on the reunion, where she was like, what? That's insane. I wouldn't chase him and my son with a machete. That's horrible. Like, she almost had me convinced. I was like, wow, really? She didn't? You know, like, is he lying? Like, she's that good. She could be an actress. I mean, Amber probably threatened MTV. You got to kind of wonder if why are they not firing her? Now, I did hear that Amber makes more money than everyone else because she actually was the one that pitched the idea of starting the show back over. Hey, Ricardo. Question. How many of the subs feel like Leslie is a friend in your head, even though you don't know her? I'm everyone's friend in their head. And in real life, I'm y'all's friend. Yeah, that's good. Y'all are my friend too. Um, Amber is an original girls, is what the OG stands for, is the original girls. And what happened was they filmed 16 and Pregnant. Esmeralda, invite him to tell his side on your channel. Andrew Glennon Unplugged. Well, Esmeralda, that would be cool. When I first reached out to Andrew, we were talking great. Fine. I mean, he even was like, keep in touch. Thank you so much for reaching out. And I was like, thank you so much for responding. I did not think that you would. And he said that he was glad that he did, that I helped him, because I was very, just like, I'm so sorry. People stand behind you. We believe you. Just know that you have people on your, like, in your corner. And to the ones that are blaming you, like, forget them. You know, like, don't let those people bring you down, because you have to raise your son. Like, you're doing an amazing job. So we were great. Lone Star Indy, thank you so much. You guys are, y'all super chatting it up today. Thank you guys. So me and Andrew were talking great. I said that I had talked to Andrew on a live stream, and then I don't know, like, I don't really know what happened. He just quit responding to me, and I don't know if it's because he started getting, like, bombarded with messages from people. And then it was right after that that, you know, he spoke with another YouTube commentator, and that his story was picked up from that person, with that person. I did reach out to him a couple times after the audio was leaked, and said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I heard it. I can't even believe that you went through that, and I'm so sorry. And, like, I didn't get a response. Like, I messaged him like 3 times and no response. So I was like, oh, dang, I wonder, like, is something up with this? I don't know why he's not responding to me when he told me to keep in touch, when he told me that, like, he was happy that he responded back to me. So I messaged him today and was just like, is there a reason? Like, I know you don't care about YouTube. I know you don't care. I just said, but I'm just wanting to make sure that there's not a reason why you're not speaking to me. You know, is it something that I said? Because that will be something that bothers me if he's not speaking to me for a reason. So yeah, I don't know. I just know that who's starting crap in the chat? Isabel L, sorry, gotta go, sick in my head. Oh, I'm sorry, Isabel. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Yes, he is swamped with messages. I'm certain of that. So that could be what it is. He's just really busy. And to him, I'm sure he's not sitting there thinking, what's going on in the YouTube world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's not trash any other YouTubers. That is not what I wanted to happen. I just got a little confused when he did stop speaking to me, because I did announce it on my live stream. Hey, you guys, I've been talking to Andrew, and, you know, I actually told Andrew, because he said, Andrew told me that he wanted to get his voice back. And I said, I will be more than happy to do anything that I can to help you there, whether it be with my channel or not, but I will never say anything unless you tell me that I can. Like, I'm not going to tell anything that you confided in me with, like things that he did tell me about what went on in the house, because he did tell me about some things, and I said, I won't share those things until you tell me you can. But I agree that you definitely need a voice. People need to hear what happened, because if they don't, they're not going to know. And when the audios come out, yeah, I'm definitely not trying to cause issues, you guys. I'm just trying to tell what really went on with the whole situation, you know. When the audios come out, I felt like, holy crap, that is horrible. Everybody needs to hear this. Everybody that watches MTV, that watches the show, needed to hear this. Like, it needed to be out. So I played it. Yes, I'm sure she will absolutely. I'm sure she's absolutely going to have a video out about this too. I actually had someone, by Katie, I had someone message me and say, oh my gosh, that Ashley just reported this. And I said, thank you so much. I clicked on it, I read it, and I was like, holy crap. I was actually about to set up to go live anyways about my conversation with Sean Portwood. So I was like, you know what? This kind of takes priority over the situation with Sean. So I'm going to report on this. Yeah, I'm not going to trash anybody. I value everyone's opinion, everyone's work. I think anybody that could have got this story and brought it out was lucky to have it. And it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want whoever Andrew or Andrew's sister trusted with the information to bring it out. I have, like, that's fine with me. That's, like, it needed to come out. It needed to be said. Like, so I just really wanted Andrew to get his voice out. Even, it didn't have to be through me. It could have been through whoever. Now, once it come out, I did want to share it because I felt like if I'm sharing it, if the Ashley's sharing it, if TMZ is sharing it, and we all are sharing it, then it's going to get to more people. You know, there's people that watch me that may not watch her. There's people that watch her that don't watch me. There's people that listen to TMZ that don't have a clue who me and Katie are or me and anybody. So I just felt like the more people that hears this, the better. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like it needed to be out there. Get it out there. Get it out there because Andrew was getting attacked and he's the victim in all of this. And it was very hard for me to get on social media and see him being attacked, especially after hearing the audio. I was like, he's still being attacked after this audio has come out. All right, maybe like the night the first audio come out, I got on a live stream to do Jersey Shore, and someone come in defending Amber. Thank you, One Girl Revolution. We'll see you later. But someone actually, I did talk to Sean, and I'll read that to you guys in just a second. So I gotta get it out of my email. Someone come into my chat on the Thursday night that the first audio was released, and they said they were defending Amber, and I was like, how can you defend her after the audio has come out? Like, she attacked him. Like, she has been attacking him. It's on audio, you know? And she was like, what audio are you talking about? And then I was like, okay, I have to play it. I have to play it because you have to hear this. After I played it, she was like, whoa, okay, all right, I didn't know that. You know? So I just feel like everybody needed to hear it, especially the people that did not believe him. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Let me catch up on the chat really quick because let's see. I honestly do not think the other girls are going to say anything. Wait, hold on. Let me see that. Just 1 week, let's all boycott the channel overall. Hurt the Mom2 ratings after finding this out. And hashtag MTV condones domestic abuse. Hashtag fire Amber Portwood. Hashtag boycott Team Mom OG. Hashtag boycott Team Mom 2. So, I have a question for you guys. And I'm going to read you guys what me and Sean Portwood talked about. Next week, when I would normally do... Oh, thank you, Miss Blair. I'm scared I'll mess your first name up. But it looks like it's like Natalie. But there's an H in there. It's kind of throwing me off. Thank you so much. I have a question. So next week, when I would normally cover Teen Mom 2, should I just go live and we just do like a Q&A so we don't watch the show? Just to kind of, I don't know how much of an impact it'll have. You know, it may not impact it at all. But I know the ratings were down. And I do feel like maybe if we do kind of hit them where it hurts a little bit and show them the fact that they're not even saying anything, like, come on. You're not going to say nothing? You're going to act like it never happened? That's ridiculous. You can't do that. You can't act like it never happened. Do a Q&A instead. Yes, Sean said that he tried to reach out to the castmates, to one in particular, to see where she got her help from for her mental illnesses and her mental issues, and that nobody responded. Let me get into my email and I'll read you guys the messages. Okay, so this was the first message that I sent to Sean, and I just want to put it out there that Sean is a very nice guy, and I think he just don't know how to handle this situation. Like, he don't know what he needs to do. Like, so many of us wouldn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this was my brother and everyone is watching me and what I'm going to say about it, I would be scared to say anything. So I said, hey, Sean, I have a YouTube channel and was wondering if you would like to speak out and just clear the air on where you stand with Amber. I think a lot of people think that you condone her behavior because of some of your statements. I have many siblings, so I can see where you are coming from as far as wanting to stand beside her. I think that people need to see you say that you realize she went too far and needs help and that she was not the victim in this. Is there any way you would be willing to talk just to put your voice out there? Not that his voice ain't out there, but you know. So, right after I sent that, I actually got on Instagram and I saw where Andrew made a comment and it said, note to Sean. Okay. Let me see, because I actually can't read that right now. So let me get back in here to read exactly what that said, if I have it. But Andrew actually got on Instagram and made a comment directly to Sean. And it was basically saying, let's see if I can blow that up any. Note to Sean, how do you explain Amber punching me in the nose just before pulling up to Leah's elementary school? When even the MTV crew who heard the entire exchange over the walkie-talkies asked, how did that escalate so fast? My response is the same now as it was on August 7th, 2018. I don't know. The moment you stop covering for your sister and enabling her atrocious behavior towards my son and I will be the moment you actually show you will actually show you love her and want to help her get better. I suppose I must remind you that this little boy is your nephew and godson. Was that you must have forgotten? And I find it terribly hard to believe that you are all right with this innocent, beautiful child being in the direct line of fire of your sister's countless, unwarranted, full-force blows. Face the facts, man. I've called you asking you for help. In the past, you offered nothing as you do now. So, I actually sent that screenshot to him. And I said, Andrew has this to say to you. I'm sure you love your nephew, so I would love to help you speak your side of things on this if you would like. He said, I read what he has to say. He's never once reached out to me and told me anything about her being abusive like that. Had he, I would have stepped in immediately and done something about it. All he's ever told me was that she had anger issues and that they fought a lot. And whenever they would get into an argument, he would call me and ask me to talk to her, which I always did. I even reached out to the cast members on the show who have come out now and said things about her. And I asked them for help because I know that they sought help for the same thing in the past. And I wanted to try to get her connected with the same, hold on. Loading. So he's saying here that he reached out to the castmates, even the one in particular that has got help before, and it says there's a problem displaying the image. Okay, and he said that he did reach out to the cast members to get connections from her for like a rehab facility or something like that. I don't know why this isn't loading. Oh my goodness. Of course I'm not going to be able to get it to pop up. Oh. I don't think I have it saved on here. But Barbara was just texting me back. So let me see if I have all this. No, I don't have the rest of it. I don't think. I really hope this comes back up. That is just what I need for this not to work right. Okay, so Sean tells me there's really nothing he can do about Andrew speaking out all the time. That he actually did contact Andrew and asked him, like, hey, man, like, can we kind of handle this, you know, without being... Here it goes. So he reached out to someone to get Amber connected with the same people, but naturally they all ignored me except for one. But that person never actually passed the message on to anyone. It is what it is. I'm not worried about what he has to say right now. I think things have gone a little too far. Instead of letting the courts deal with it like what was supposed to happen, instead he's literally trying to take everything away from her. He's trying to take away her livelihood, her child, everything. He said everything that he needed to say for the message to get across and resonate with everyone, but yet he keeps on and keeps on and keeps on, and he won't quit. I asked him the other day, how much more blood do you want? Are you saying mama? And at that point, and I think that point that you stopped doesn't happen until people stop paying him for the things that he's given them that they want. And I think that point that you stopped doesn't happen until people stop paying him for the things that he wants. So I was just like, okay, I thought that he was saying that he reached out to you and you ignored him. So that's not the case. I watched you on the show, and by looking at your Twitter, you seem like you are a decent guy. Hold on, I'm trying to paraphrase this because that went off. Okay. So I said, so I'm guessing Andrew never told you that it was really that bad, right? And I basically told him, I said, you kind of remind me of my husband. His name is Sean, ex-military. I don't really see you as the type of person that would ignore something this bad as much as, you know, I sympathize with the whole situation. As much one does have to wonder how much more will come out. I myself believe that anyone can have the potential to be redeemable, but they have to admit what they've done wrong. Publicly, it's definitely going to be hard for Amber to redeem herself. I feel like she will always have people saying things no matter how hard she tries, but she's going to have to admit her faults and reach out to get the help. Hold on, let's see. I think I have one more. I sent him a clip of some more information that was coming out. He said nothing I can do about that. And no, Andrew never said anything like that was happening. I said, you're right, it isn't. As much as I don't agree with the things that have happened, I do feel at some point like enough is enough. And I think that's all that I have. Wait, hold on. Nope, that's it. Okay. I think I actually missed out his last message though. So basically what he says is that he never knew it was like violent, according to him. Sean seems like a very nice guy. I feel like he just doesn't know how to handle this. Yes, Stephanie, I feel like them being supportive is enabling to her, unfortunately, and I don't think they understand that. As a person on the outside looking in, that has nothing to do with the situation. You know, I feel like, okay, as long as Sean's not a cop, no. I feel like as long as he's, you know, putting it out there, making statements saying that he stands beside her, that gives her the idea that she could do no wrong to him. Or even if she does wrong, he's always going to have her back. You know what I'm saying? So Gary is the cop now, not Sean. Did Sean not listen to these recordings? You know what? I actually didn't ask. I just assumed that he did. I do know that I have more text messages between me and him, because at one point I did say that, like, I was blown away by the recordings. So I was like, I'm blown away by the recordings. Like, I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even imagine how you may have felt listening to them. And he said something about, yeah, I was like, it was horrible or something like that. So, hey, Rachie Baby 57 from Ireland. Did he stand behind her with Gary? Isn't that how Amber and Gary met? Through Sean. Yes. Sean was friends with Gary, and that's how Amber hooked up with Gary, was because of that. So, you know, also Sean did tell me that, like, he had reached out to Andrew again and Andrew had not responded. But like I said, he's probably being hit with a lot of messages that he's trying to have to go through. And I do know, well, I feel like Andrew is a little weary on what people's intents are now. Like, he doesn't know when someone messages him if their intent is something bad. Just like with the girl contacted him right after everything that happened, and she, like, tried to bait him into flirting with her, and then come to find out that girl was paid money by Amber Portwood to do it, allegedly. That's what was said. The girl actually said that she was paid, I think it was $600, that she was paid by Amber, allegedly, to contact Andrew and get Andrew talking to her so they could come up with this whole cheating allegation. Yes, there was text messages that come out proving that. What did I say? Allegedly? You guys, I have to say allegedly to cover my butt. Because if I just say it happened, they may could sue me. And I don't know. I have family that I got to take care of. I can't afford to be sued. Allegedly. Stephanie Rose. Yeah, Farrah was fired for something that didn't involve filming and wasn't filmed for MTV. You know that they actually come out recently and said that's not why they fired her. That they actually fired her because of the way she treated production. So, they didn't like the way she treated production because she was a little nasty to them. She was. But I don't think she ever beat them up. Did she? I think Farrah ever done that. No, but Amber did. So they're okay with Amber treating, you know, another cast member this way. But they didn't like the way Farrah treated production, so they let her go. Now, okay, also, Liz, I don't think people are calling Andrew. I think people are contacting him through social media. I think that's where he's getting bombarded with emails and stuff, messages and stuff, is through his social media account. Yeah, abuse is abuse, and it's never okay. To me, no matter what Andrew done, unless he was abusing her, she had no reason to put her hands on him. That's my personal opinion, and I can respect anyone's else opinion if it's different. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like what we heard in the audio, Amber knew the cameras were there. So if Andrew just so happened to be smarter than her and act accordingly because the cameras were there, because I've seen people say, well, Andrew knew that they were being recorded. Well, so did she. She did too, you know, and she chose to act like this anyways. So to me, I feel like Amber has control to an extent because she does not act like this with MTV is there. She did 10 years ago, but since she has become this different person who has changed, who is so much better, she don't act like that. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, baby. Hold on, man. I'm sorry, you guys. The boys just got off the bus. All the bigger kids just got off the bus. Yeah, I don't think Andrew is the type of person that's gonna beat anybody up. And I think that he's the type that's kind of like a pushover sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's the vibe I get from him. I feel like he can be like a pushover, which is fine because I'm a pushover. I'm a huge pushover. I literally was the biggest pushover up until like a couple years after me and Sean got married, and that's because he would not allow me to be a pushover. He started sticking up for me and saying, stop being a pushover. You let people use you. You let people use you. So now I'm no longer a pushover, so I'm not trying to say anything negative about him. I just feel like when you're that type of person, even when you are getting attacked like that, you still think about the other person's feelings. So sometimes you may not attack back because you are still concerned with hurting their feelings, even though they're sitting there like degrading you in every way possible. Hold on, babe. So that's what it is, you guys. I will read Jube Jubes. Enjoy your evening. She don't act like that, but she was giving him those looks, right? Sean is here, you guys. They're actually outside. They just got off the bus and they're outside.
They're all coming inside.
Are they coming inside?
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get off the live, you guys. They're coming in. I'm going to start trying to keep the lives not too long because I know some people don't really like that, even though we're having so much fun when we're here. I'm going to read the article one more time for anybody that was not here when I read it initially, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off. So the article, the Ashley Reality Roundup, it come out about 30 minutes ago, and it says, despite the rumors that Amber Portwood has been fired or will be fired from her job on Team Mom OG, thanks to 3 disturbing audio clips released over the past 2 weeks, the Ashley can confirm that Amber has not been fired, and it doesn't appear that MTV will be giving her the boot anytime soon. The Ashley can also confirm that a MTV film crew was in Amber's neck of the woods around Tuesday of this week, filming Amber. Amber is 100% filmed for the new season, the Ashley production source tells her. She is not being fired by MTV. The producers plan to film with Amber throughout her court trial for domestic battery charges. Whatever happens there will obviously dictate if she remains on the show or not. As the Ashley told you, the show's top executive producers held a conference after the first audio recording was released. However, the execs basically decided against releasing a statement about the audio clips. They want to show her redemption story. Also, it's not just the producers who make the call whether or not to fire someone. It has to come from the network, the source said, adding that not all of the producers and crew are in agreement that Amber should get her job should keep her job. Hold on, I'll be off in just 2 seconds, baby. Some of us are uncomfortable working with her after what we heard on the audio clip. The source said, adding that the crew is no longer...
Leg, Mom. That's the weak spot.
Okay, baby, thank you. Adding that the crew is no longer in Indiana. While the source... Baby, hold on, love. Come here. Will you go put this by Mommy's purse so I can keep that?
I got a super long letter to write today. Do I have football?
No, you don't, baby. Let Mommy finish her work, and then I'm going to be off with y'all, okay? While the source was vague about what Amber filmed about, the Ashley can confirm that the topic of Andrew was discussed and that the general gist was how Andrew was very different from how he was portrayed on the show. I don't know if that's in a good way or a bad way. That Ashley told you earlier this month, MTV attempted to get Andrew to film by... baby on the counter. But at this time, he is not filmed at all and has turned down their other offers so far. From what the Ashley hears, Amber's ex Gary Shirley is also filmed for the upcoming season. It is not known whether or not he filmed on his own or with Amber. The Ashley will update the story with more information is available. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so that is what is going on. They have been filming. Gary has been filming. They want to continue filming throughout the duration of her court issue situation. They're filming the whole trial. And then after that, supposedly, they're going to figure out what they want. Did audio go out for anybody else? If it did, I do apologize. I'm so sorry. So, anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. As you guys can tell, my kiddos just come in from school, and it don't matter if Mommy's working. They're going to come running around in here. They may knock my camera off, and they're going to talk. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off, spend some time with the kiddos. Hold on, baby. That's going to pull that down. You're going to pull the whole camera down, man. Hold on. See what I told you guys? All right, I'm going to get off here, play with the kids, send the kids. We got to get homework and stuff done. Do you have homework? No, probably not.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah,
They usually don't even really have homework. But I will see you guys later. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that now, you guys. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Okay. Hold on, baby. Okay, also, I will be kind of figuring out a way to what we want to do as far as not watching the show to let them know that we do not agree with their decision. All right, you guys, I will talk to y'all later. Goodbye, everyone.